Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Sonic 2006. So, Crisis City was a good intro to Silver's movement and a little bit of combat. Is this boss also a good intro to what he can do if just fighting? Well, would say it like this. The idea is sound. Let's check it out. You have a weak spot, you throw stuff at the weak spot, it homes in on the weak spot, unless it doesn't because it moves away. And then you have to dodge a lot of projectiles, which is fine because you can pick them out of the air, and then it makes new projectiles for you to throw back. You have, in theory, a few extra projectiles lying around, so that you can do phase transitions like this when you need to. If Iblis didn't shoot enough projectiles your way, there is always some around the corner, and it's generally a very good thing that you have these as well as the ones which he would put out, because it should be plenty that he supplies you with lava balls and another different attack, which you will see in a second, so that you can constantly be on the offensive. You don't have to wait for him to attack, and there is only a few issues like when he destroys projectiles with the ones he just shot. Then you have attacks like this one, where he's lifting an entire building up. Can we hit him? Yes, we can. Wonderful. So generally it's quite nice because you can keep hitting the boss, and then he supplies you with more projectiles, and I didn't even use all of the ones that are currently in the arena. There is some to the left as well. Dodging is fine, you have plenty of space to do that. You could stand your ground and pick up all the projectiles, like so. But in general it's probably a better idea to run away. And then you can try and keep hitting him, even in the last phase. He's always vulnerable, always vulnerable. There is no weird gimmicks to that. He does an extra special super attack, but that is fine. We were prepared for that. This is not my first rodeo. The arm gets in the way, but that's not that big of a deal. I still have more projectiles lying around on the side. There we go, one more hit. Ah, very close, very close. It looks like it should have damaged him, but that's okay. We have plenty of time. I have plenty of rings. We're just gonna wait out another attack. Because I'm out of projectiles now because so many missed. Alright, let's seal the deal. Thank you, wonderful. That was a little bit annoying at the end, but generally a quite good boss, right? Right? And I even got an S rank out of it, as you're going to see in a second. Well, let me explain the structure of this video. You do just see the S rank, and this is pretty much what I wanted to do for Iblis' second phase with Sonic as well, except the recording got corrupted. Because, you know, fighting Iblis in any form is a little bit tedious and a little bit boring. This one looked rather dynamic, wouldn't you say? And I got a lot of points out of it, and everything is fine. I didn't even need the ring bonus. But this was basically the ideal case. Fighting this boss is actually pretty damn annoying and frustrating and terrible. And you're going to see plenty of examples after the denouement, after the cutscene, because I'm not going to go easy on this. This sucked to record.
Looks like we stopped it for now.
But it'll just rise up from its ashes again. What's the point of all this? It'll never end.
Calm down, Silver.
Then tell me what we should do. How can we completely destroy Iblis?
By knowing the truth, of course. Just as a flower comes from a seed, or a chicken comes from an egg, everything has an origin. You need to find the being originally responsible for this catastrophe.
Is that really the answer to our problem? Tell me, do you know who it is?
To fix this present timeline, you need to change the past.
But that's impossible!
With my help, you can. Because I have the power to travel through time.
No way!
In order to change the past, you must eliminate the individual who has awakened Iblis, the Iblis trigger.
If I eliminate that guy, will our world be saved?
The day of disaster. Here are my records of this event. This was when Iblis was freed and his flames were released into the world. And you have this person to blame.
I see it! So that blue hedgehog's the Iblis trigger?
Blue hedgehog.
I'll send us back in time to the point when the Iblis trigger was alive.
Where am I? Blaze? Blaze! I guess we all got separated. This is so unbelievable. Now, I must fight for the future.
Well, that was a long string of cutscenes, and we're back in the present, so the main time for this game. So, what do we do now? Gather information? Wonderful, I love it. Hey, we are already in the front of Kingdom Valley. Can we go there immediately? No, this guy has no idea, won't help us. But that's okay. Silver's first hub, the slowest character's hub, is the jungle. Wonderful. Alright, before we start the failure reel, a little tiny reminder that I would really love for you to show a little bit of support. That's all, you don't have to do it. So, what's the issue with Iblis? Well, there's plenty of issues with Iblis. Let me just show you a few moments of me just missing the mark entirely through what I feel is no fault of my own. The targeting system for this is wonky, to put it diplomatically. Iblis loves to move out of the way at a second's notice. Even when you really think you should hit him, very often it just does not work. You have to be extremely aware of your chances to hit him. You can't do it directly after a phase transition. You can't do it when he might move away at any second. You can't do it, well, just when he feels like moving away. And then when you reach the very end, and if you have wasted too many projectiles, and you saw this during the S-rank run, then at some point he might just not give you anything, and then you miss him for no reason whatsoever, and he doesn't have an invincibility period, it just sometimes does not work. And this is just incredibly frustrating, start to finish. You have the issue that the projectiles you lift up can be destroyed by him. You have the issue that projectiles you shoot can be counted in the air by him. You have the issue that you can't pick up the projectiles as he fires them because they are too quick. you just have a bunch of issues. Most of them are just rooted in the fact that you can't really hit him all that well, because it's a total crapshoot if he moves out of the way and if the targeting decides, oh yeah, now is a good time to actually hit his damn head. And as you can see here, by just a constant string of repeated failures, it just very often does not work at all, costing you valuable time on the way to an S rank. And just beating him is not an issue. It is quite easy to beat him. You have plenty of rings, you might probably always be able to pick them back up. It is still a Sonic boss. Oh, whoa. But trying to rank high here, like trying to get skilled at this fight, is basically down to luck. I showed you the one successful recording I had after like 7, 8 tries, and after the first one I knew exactly what I was doing. But then stuff like this happens where I just don't quite know how to dodge the building because he faked me out with the shadow and the hitbox makes no sense, and so on and so forth. We're now going to look at one unbroken attempt where I went from start to finish, basically doing the exact same things as I did in the successful S rank run. This looked very good. It started really nicely. I hit him a bunch of times, interrupted his attacks, half health done after 1 minute. Wonderful. Still have some extra ammunition on the side, which you really want to do if you want to S rank him. Couldn't quite dodge here because I ran out of arena space, but that's fine. 2 minutes, last phase. Almost done. Wait for the fire attack. No more ammunition left. That's bad because I missed a lot. And then almost done. Nope. There's a fire attack again. Wonderful. Fortunately, I don't need the rings, right? Right? I do it. Finally, I do it. And what is it? Ah, come on. I would have needed
Looks like
one
I'm on a
more
roll.
ring. Wonderful, isn't it? God, I hate this boss. It's just not fun to fight it all. It's a good concept, but it does not work. Thank you for your attention.